Varun Bhardwaj. He is a student of second year IT branch of Triple IT Allahabad and is a Gymkhana senator. So, Varun, if you're here, could you please unmute yourself?
Yeah, yes, hello. Sure.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Am I
So,
audible? Okay.
yeah, you're audible. I hope you have the presenter rights.
Uh, okay.
Okay.
One second.
Yeah, no problem.
Is screen visible? Sure.
Yeah. Your screen is visible. No issues.
Okay. So the PPT would be about understanding various student organizations and what do they do. So let's begin with what's the purpose of student organization. The purpose of student organizations is to provide opportunities to engage, to learn, and to lead along students to pursue their passion and interest while letting them develop leadership qualities and organization skills. That was the purpose of student organizations. And secondly, is why do we need a student organization? Like, what is a student organization? A student organization can be defined as a group of undergraduate or graduate students who unite to promote or celebrate a common interest. This common interest could be anything from technical or cultural organization to fest and student welfare issues. Now let's segregate the student organization. Student organization can be roughly different based upon the political associations. Like
Sure.
we have organizations which are associated
Uh,
with political parties like VP. Yeah, something's wrong. So like they are AVP, NSUI, and ASI. And on the other hand, we have neutral student organization, Student Gymkhana. So we will discuss about them. The first one is ABVP, Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad. ABVP is a right-wing all-student organization affiliated to the RSS, and RSS is Rashtriya Seva Sangathan. What's the purpose of ABVP? You must have heard about ABVP and NSUI in the news or everywhere. So let's talk about what's the purpose of ABVP. Their objective. Their objective to create nationalist mindset and social sympathy among the student mass. There's a role. They also believe that it's a role of student towards society too. This is their main philosophy they work upon. And let's talk about the impact that AVP has bring upon. So AVP activists indulge in constant struggle against increasing commercialization of education, and they also dwell on challenges like uh, the challenges which are being faced by our country, like the illegal Bangladesh immigrants, terrorism, moist violence, separatist tendencies in Kashmir, and many more other issues like that. And they also create an awakening of the entire society to channelize students' power to demonstrate on such issues. This is what their ideology is based on. The next student organization is NSUI, the National Student Union of India. NSUI is the student wing of INC, which was established on 9th of April 1971. The organization was founded by Indira Gandhi, late Indira Gandhi, after merging the Kerala Students' Union and West Bengal State Chhatra Parishad to form a national student organization. So, what's the purpose or objective of NSUI? NSUI is a source of voice of students to uplift the plight of facilities in universities, level of education, and to empower student community to create responsible citizens and leaders based on values of democracy, secularism, liberty, equality, and quality. That was their objective of NSUI. So let's talk about the impacts of NSUI, which has which has been brought. So NSUI has initiated many campaigns like Behtar Bharat, I Am the Change, Pehli PD, Young Women Leadership Program, Take the Pledge, which highlight national issues around us and they try to promote the solutions for them. This is what they've been working from. And moreover, they also work for social issues and also resolve the student welfare issues in the colleges. The next one is AISA, All India Student Association. AISA is a left-wing student organization in India. It describes itself as a voice of radical student movement and is affiliated to the CPI, the Communist Party of India Liberalization. What is the purpose or agenda of AISA? They feel the need to defeat the forces of far-right communal fascism and conservative neoliberalism and to fulfill the task of building a pan-India radical students movement. So as to not only win the struggle for students' rights, but also to channel the energy of country's youth into the task of nation building on progressive lines. That was a vision or purpose of AISA. Let's talk about the impact AISA brought on. AISA has launched many campaigns like right to accommodation, protest against youth loan education model, protest against agri bills, and it has led the struggle for radical surge of education, culture, society, and politics. That was the impact the AISA brought. So all these orgs we discussed about were somehow affiliated to political parties and to some extent had their connections to the other parties that bring some sense of political intrusion into the fact. Now let's talk about neutral student education councils that are around. Like you must have heard about Student Gymkhana in our college too. So what is basically a Student Gymkhana? Student Gymkhana Council is a body that promotes the objective of fostering extracurricular, co-curricular activities, welfare of student, and their stay in campus. So, and every IIT, NIT, IIT, and every other government college, private college has their own Student Gymkhana, which look after these things. So, what is the purpose of the agenda of Student Gymkhana? The objective. The objective of Student Gymkhana is to give the students a role in academic and administrative governance of the institute and help them develop leadership and administrative skills, but do not, but most importantly, to resolve issues related to student welfare. That's the objective of Student Gymkhana, the main objective. So, what's the impact of Student Gymkhana? The impact which has important one. Student Gymkhana keep a check on every academic, sports, cultural, and technical fest or event happening in the college, and they work towards the smooth functioning of the above mentioned events. So that is what Gymkhana does. So you can ask any doubts regarding Student Gymkhana. I will not be able to answer doubts or other connected student organizations, but if you're having doubts related to that, you can ask
So
anyone.
if you guys have any doubts that you wish to ask Varun sir, you can ask them here.
Any general doubt you have regarding our college or whatever, like what is Gymkhana, what is do. I don't think they have any doubt.
So we'll wait till 5:50 if anyone's typing anything. Then I guess we'll sum up the session.
Yes. Hello.
Sir, who can be member of the
What's your name?
Satya?
Okay. So elections are conducted like ever after the end of first year, and uh, people with CGPA greater than 7.5 test elections, and the majority and elections are based on like top 5 people get elected to the Gymkhana IT branch. There are 5 seats for IT, uh, 2 for EC, and 1 for ITBI as of now.
Uh,
Uh,
Ishan has a question.
yeah, Ishan. So bad politics in Gymkhana.
I guess
I
we
have heard
can
many.
pass on this. question,
Yeah,
and we'll answer these type of questions in. You can conduct informal sessions, but if you
yeah.
have any doubts regarding the administration part of Gymkhana, you can ask them now.
Yes, Ishan. Keep the doubt for some time else. I will tell you about it.
Yeah, you can
You can ask
contact.
only, yeah. Vipul Kumar, votes are divided. It's like in IT, each person can vote up to 5 votes. Like if in IT we have 5 people to be elected, so individual can vote 5 different people votes. And for EC, if 2 people are to be selected, each person can vote for 2 people. It's not like the one can vote 5 vote to the individual person. It has to vote 5 different people, or like it's his choice to vote. It's nothing like to divide it.
So I guess we can sum up the
Yes,
session.
you can choose. Yeah, you can choose to vote only for. It's up to you. You may want to vote neither of them. You can. Yeah, it's up to you. You can vote 4 or 5, whatever you want. Like you can vote. Any more questions? Yeah,
How to resolve ties.
resolve ties. This has never happened as of now, but in internal meetings has happened. So election, like for I can tell you about internal elections. What can happen? Like for internal elections, there's re-election happens, and then at some point, like if in again re-elections, there's a tie. The winner is declared upon based upon CGPA. Who's having a higher CGPA would be elected. That's what happened for the internal elections. Campaigning rules. Rule ऐसा रूल तो कुछ नहीं होता. Like नहीं, सिद्धांत अग्रवाल, no, there's nothing like that. If you don't work or if you like removed, he can be removed, yes. Like if he indulge in like uh, if he indulge in bad activities, like he can be removed from Gymkhana for sure. There's nothing like permanent. Use of unfair means is yeah, of course. Like it's not a rural election where you can. I know what you're asking about. It's not like that, yeah. Unfair means you can like
So I guess we can end the session.
bribing people. Yeah, Bipul Kumar.